So hey there you guys, Next Gen Striker here, and today I wanted to talk about a rather controversial topic lately. What you guys think the best Zelda game is. Now, IGN, a well-renowned gaming place, which is also very criticized as being ignorant. I can agree with that sometimes, but they pitted Ocarina of Time, the classic of Nintendo, well, one of the shining gems anyway, against the newly released Skyward Sword. And pretty much Skyward Sword won, and a lot of people were mad. Now, of course, it was people that voted, so it's kind of the people's fault, I guess, or the people that didn't vote's fault. But even to me, I feel that it's a very hard thing to do, and I just wanted to make a video to kind of circulate your thoughts and see which one you thought was best overall of all the Zelda games, not just two, all of them. So, to me, the best one, it's honestly hard. I mean, it kind of depends on, I actually commented on their video and said this, it depends on your preference for art style, if you like the more cel-shaded, if you like cartoony, you like realistic, you like whatever. Your type of gameplay, like motion controls, you like classic Nintendo, you like whatever else. And I had a third reason, but I can't honestly remember, I'm sorry guys. But those were the two big ones in my opinion, gameplay and graphics. So for me, I still feel that Ocarina is the best with gameplay. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like Skyward Sword, how everything's motion, but that kind of also goes against itself for me. I like being able to do everything with Link, but sometimes it's just really irritating after a while, you know? Just like, oh, here's another guy, oh, you gotta do it just like this, you know? You're living through Link, you know what he goes through all the time, and it's not exactly fun at times. I can't really explain. I mean, I still do really like the gameplay. It's just not my favorite. That's what I'm saying. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Don't get me wrong on that. As far as graphics, again, it's difficult. Now, I do feel that if Skyward Sword had better graphics, well, it's not really the game's fault. It's really the system's. It's not HD, but I feel that if the graphics were in HD, I would probably prefer those over any of them. But as far as graphics, which one I think is the best, I think Twilight Princess wins. I do like Ocarina of Time. I do like Majora's Mask. They're pretty much the same thing. But I do feel that the realistic style just suited Zelda the best. I liked Wind Waker's as well. It's just I like that realistic style, and then when we went back to this, I was like, I mean, I kind of liked it, but the graphics just weren't there for me. Now, graphics do not make a game, for sure, because play Skyward Sword, like, seriously, it is incredible. It is an incredible experience. If you have a Wii and you don't have that game, you're crazy. I mean, I'm not kidding, you're crazy. And the final category, which I just remembered, is your favorite villain. Now, most of them do have Ganondorf. However, some of them have different things, like Skyward Swords had a different villain. Wind Waker actually had Ganondorf. I don't know why I said Wind Waker. Majora's Mask had a different villain. There's several games that all have different villains. So really it all depends on, well, I like Ganondorf, or no, I want something different. They've done the same thing every time. And story, well, there's honestly not too much story in Zelda. I mean, it's pretty much like, this guy's bad, kill him. I'm not criticizing Zelda. It's still amazing. It's one of my favorite franchises of all time. But Skyward Sword definitely wins in story, because really, I get kind of attached to that game's story. Like, I want to keep playing it to find out what happens. So, that's really all I could say. As far as a winner for Zelda, my favorite, I don't know. I guess Ocarina? That's just my default answer. I haven't beaten Skyward Sword, so I can't really say Skyward Sword. I do really like Skyward Sword, though. Don't get me wrong. I really liked every Zelda. It probably wouldn't be Majora's Mask, though, because that one was just way too hard for me. Not saying a harder difficulty makes a game worse. So yeah, that's all I had to say about Zelda. Please comment below, like, subscribe if you like me to do more video game videos, because I like doing them, and rants. And, yep, see you guys later.